you just hear me once?
Hear you twice. I could just hear you
Cool,
once.
cool, cool. I'm going to change that so that's easier. Is that better? Does that sound better? All right,
Yes.
cool.
Yes.
All right. Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you for staying tuned in. I really appreciate it. I just wanted to make sure that we got some technical stuff out of the way before we finished, and we can get started. But okay, so just a quick overview. Who are you again? I know who you are, but with that technical error, I just wanted to make sure that everybody else that's here. Hey, Mason, welcome, buddy.
Oh, hi, Mason. All right. I'm Jordan, aka Fandomdrawxs. You might know me for my art. I also am known for, I like to call it my yellow heart movement. I started on Twitch to promote positivity because I know how dark the media can be sometimes. But I like to show my creativity side too. So I started drawing my favorite streamers, and I got to create the DayDreams podcast logo, which I love doing.
It's
so
super dope.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. We have the DayDreams podcast. I'm pretty sure if you tap on the screen, you'll be able to see it somewhere around here. Hope the stream goes well. Wish you all the best. Well, thank you, bud. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Josh.
But yeah. So you have been a part of DayDreams since day one. Yeah,
Yes.
We started this. Me and Mason started this back in August now. Gosh, it's been almost, what is it? Almost 5 months now since we got started.
Yeah. Grown pretty big too.
I know. Well, we continue to hope to grow.
Yeah.
The Wi-Fi here at college sucks, and I don't have volume. But love y'all and miss y'all. Love you too, buddy.
Oh.
But yeah, we've grown a little bit, and we just hope to keep growing. So, but the problem is, and the main reason why you're on today is to discuss YouTube and streaming, everything like that. Because with the wave of Twitch streamers that's kind of grown, it's becoming a saturated market.
Right.
So it's really hard to, you live from these streets? What? Coming at you live from the streets. But yeah, streaming is becoming such a saturated market, even podcasts. I mean,
oh yes,
it's such a huge market, so it's hard to grow. And so I want to know your opinions on what the best platform is to grow.
Okay. Well, it kind of depends on if you're wanting to do it where you can, I don't know, about the way your podcast goes, you normally just talk about different topics at different times, Well, if you're just wanting to do that, you might get more publicity on YouTube because it isn't just a gaming platform, it's everything. But if it's for money, I did do a little research, and I don't know if you're losing money or gaining money. But I do know, but your guys are already affiliated, so that isn't a thing that you have to worry about. But on YouTube, you don't have to wait to get affiliated, I don't think.
No, but YouTube has monetization processes where if you receive a certain number of views or subs, you can finally become monetized. So it's like their version of being contracted.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
But so we talked about a little bit the last time you and I talked. What was it, last Thursday now? Over the stream about where YouTube is going.
Right. Well, YouTube, I feel always had this issue, which is because it's a big platform and they're trying to make it stay safe and stuff. So they don't allow certain things on there. You can't say certain things, you can't do certain things, which limit what you can do on there, which I feel it's kind of hard to share. Dominic Masto and Jesse Ridgway, these are YouTubers that created series, and their videos are being taken down and all that stuff because they're showing violence and language are in it, which is kind of a big issue. But YouTube is now kind of under fire right now because they got in trouble with COPPA, COPPA, which is for the Child Protection Act, because they were getting information from kids and using them for ads and stuff. And that's kind of against their terms and conditions because you have to be 13 years or older. And yeah.
Okay, so
So
question, what is YouTube's role in, does YouTube to you play a larger role in controlling the media for kids, or should that be a parental thing? Like what role does YouTube have, or what stance does YouTube take in limiting content creators when they could just limit, the parental side? They already have a YouTube's Kids, right?
yeah, they do. And I do honestly believe that it isn't kind of YouTube's fault. They can't really control everybody that posts on there because you don't get like you don't get approved to post videos on there. So of
Right.
course there's going to be kids under the age of 13. And even if you take down a video, they could just re-upload a video with a new account.
Right.
So it's going to be too big to police. So I could see why YouTube got in trouble with it, and their way of fixing it is they started to take down comments on the family blogging channels, also those that are big that are under the age of 13. But they found a way around that. They are able to premiere their videos where they get to live chat whenever they post their videos,
Right.
and they also use their new community section. So I feel like there was a solution, but they kind of found a way around it.
Yeah, because we were gonna
But
live stream this channel on
mhm.
YouTube, but part of the issue is, one, being Twitch affiliate. When you're affiliate, you basically sign a contract with Twitch, and so I can't reuse or re-upload this content that's streaming right now within 24 hours of the broadcast. So that means that I can't stream to YouTube. I can't
Oh,
stream twice to one place. Um, and on top of that, I said fuck it, and I was going to do it tonight. I was gonna just try restreaming and try this platform called Restream.io, and it was gonna be really easy to take this stream and basically dual stream it to both YouTube and Twitch.
mm,
But
right.
man, YouTube done messed up on me because I had the live thing ready to go. And so I was all ready,
Mhm.
and I had it, and I had prepared to go ahead and just say, you know what, screw the affiliate program. We're just going to try dual streaming because I obviously want to have more. It's not about the money at this point on
Yeah.
DayDreams. It's about growing. Um,
Mhm.
but YouTube, you have like a 24-hour verification before you can go live.
Oh, I didn't know about
Yeah,
that.
so if you try to go live today, you have to go
Mhm.
sign up for that parental, like, to say whether or not your content is made for children or not. And so
Right.
if it is, if it isn't, whatever, you just click the button, and then within 24
Mhm.
hours they'll verify your channel. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I mean, it's just a weird process, and I had done it about 3 weeks ago, and I had already said, all right, you know what, we're gonna try Restream, we're gonna get this set up. And so when I came back to it today, and I was like, all right, cool, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get it all set up. We're going to try dual streaming today.
Yeah.
Apparently, it didn't accept it the last time. So now I have to wait another 24 hours. So hopefully we'll be able to restream on
Oh,
Friday or Thursday.
that
Yeah.
sucks.
It's a weird process.
Yeah.
But you were talking about people, basically losing their content on on YouTube.
Yes. So, like Jesse Ridgway, I got into it that he came out with a series, a 2 long year series, and it drew people in because it seemed real. He had it based on like a vlog, but it was a series. It was all fake. But 2 years after, that's when YouTube started taking his videos down because it showed violence and stuff. And I feel like that's kind of hard for them because they spent a lot of money on that. But I kind of get it because it's violence, but it's just hard that they're limiting on what YouTubers can post. And
Yeah, but what is violence? Like, what does YouTube consider violence? Because
well, his was like his dad running over his video games with a lawnmower, kind of almost hitting him. But yeah,
that's funny
yeah,
though.
it
That's
is.
funny.
It was,
But like,
yeah.
because there are a lot of YouTube videos that are like people animating fights. So is that
Right.
not violence? Like,
The thing is, I feel like they demonetize it if they don't take it down, so they take away the money.
right.
Um, I feel like that's another thing that they do. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so there's some issues that's been going on with Twitch too lately, and it's been dealing with streamers leaving the platform, or it's actually led up to streamers leaving the platform, like Ninja and Shroud,
Mhm.
and so have you looked into any of that?
I have not seen on why they
Yeah, I
switched.
haven't either.
I don't really understand it that much because I don't really watch like the big streamers to see what's actually going
I
on.
gotcha. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't really watch them that much either, even though it'd probably be good for me just to know how, what kind of personalities, I guess, people like to watch.
Yeah.
Um, but in general, so far, I've just been hearing a lot of drama that's been going on. Just the word drama thrown around with Twitch, you know,
Mm.
but I haven't
Yeah.
really delved into what that means.
Mm.
But,
Yeah.
I do hear like a lot of streamers complaining about, some of the ins and outs and hoops they have to jump through with streaming content. How do you
Oh,
feel
okay.
about people, having extra hoops to jump through when they're basically being paid millions or hundreds of dollars to stream content for fun?
So, how I feel about how they have to like work harder? Is that what you mean? Like how they
Sure.
have to deal with these
Yeah,
struggles?
sure.
I do. If that is the reason why they leave Twitch, I can get it just because it is probably stressful to have that many people watching you and you have to do a certain thing. If a platform does seem easier and if it does pay more, I can understand that. But if they're big, I don't understand if it's the money issue. But yeah, I could see why it'd be a struggle and why it would get harder for them just because, like I said, that there's going to be a lot of people there and they have to do a certain thing.
Right, because I know it's part of the reason why Ninja left was because he got a fat paycheck by by Microsoft. And so that would entice me to leave. So if someone came up and was like, "Hey,
Right.
Dylan, you want this paycheck? Come stream for us." Yeah, sure, I'd definitely come stream for you guys.
Right.
But I remember hearing somewhere that he was getting done streaming Fortnite. He was getting tired of it, and anytime he tried to stream another game, his views would drop, and his
Okay.
money would drop too. But at a
Mm-hmm.
certain point, in my opinion, I'm like, dude, you're getting paid to stream, bro. Like that's the dream.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I get why. Yeah, but I also feel bad for him because he might want to try a different thing and he might be better at like let's say Call of Duty better than Fortnite, but he is known for Fortnite.
Yeah.
So I can see why the views would
Well,
drop.
I knew Ninja before he even started playing Fortnite. I knew him back in the Halo 3 days.
Oh,
That's where
really?
I knew Ninja, and everybody was trying to, when you would run or do something and someone would come around the corner and you just, this is your player and this is the other player, you would jump behind them and then assassinate them. That was called a ninja in Halo. And so, yeah, that's,
Oh, wow, that's
yeah, I
awesome.
mean, he's got a bigger reputation than people give him credit for. The fact
Yeah.
that he's been added to Fortnite is just a crazy move.
I know.
Yeah, that's absolutely crazy.
I felt like it was about time that he got his own skin on Fortnite.
I mean, yeah, he's basically promoted the entire game. He did all the promotion.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
so you've started this Yellow Heart movement, and I see a yellow heart behind you.
Yes, my mom actually
Oh,
made
that's
that.
awesome. So tell me a little bit more. I know you started it because you wanted to spread positivity and everything. So you have your own Twitter channel, and you just thought, screw it, man. There's just too much negativity.
Well, it started out, I didn't really know what to say in the Twitch chats because I'm not really a gamer as much, but I just felt like this is like a special platform, you know? And I have been on the wrong side of social media before and how dark it can get. And I've noticed that there are streamers that seem down sometimes when they don't have that many viewers, and I'm like, well, I could just send like a little yellow heart, and it's for positivity. It's to show that you can keep going, that it's gonna get better.
Yeah.
And it's like motivation.
I agree.
So.
That's an awesome movement to have. You said you've been on the dark side of social media. Do you want to go into that, or do we want to skip that?
No, just
skip it. Okay, all right, we can skip that. But yeah, I mean, I've noticed myself checking views when we do the DayDreams podcast, or anytime I stream on my own personal channel, which I don't really care about that one. I care about this one. I've noticed myself glancing over at the views in the chat a lot. And so if you watch my eyes, you'll probably see me glancing over here several times. But I do that too, and I feel the pain in small streamers. It's rough when you're trying to grow your channel.
Yeah, I don't know it personally because I'm not a streamer, but I do see that it does affect the streamers. If I could say anything that would affect how you guys are doing it, I would just say just don't worry about it. Just do your thing, because I personally would watch somebody that doesn't care about the views, that just showing what they want to do. You know, that they're not doing it just for a certain reason. They're doing it because they want to.
So why haven't you started your own channel then? You could start your own podcast, you know?
Yeah. I think I will sometime this year. I really do want to start streaming my art on Twitch, because there's an amazing art community. All the artists are so supportive for one another. And I think I would, but if there's another platform I could do it on, I would do it on that one too, just because this is a gaming platform. But I might start on Twitch
So you
soon.
think you'd stay away from YouTube?
I mean, I can go to YouTube. I just have to research more about the streaming process.
It's really not hard, honestly. I mean, just download Streamlabs OBS. That's literally what I use. Get yourself a mini. I mean, you already have a webcam, so. And I've seen some of your artwork. Do you have any to show on stream?
I have a few sketches that I've done because I was nervous, and I normally sketch when I'm nervous. Hold on. They're not like the logo.
That's fine.
How I draw really cool. Let's see.
So how long have you been drawing?
Let's see. I think I started in 2013, I believe. And I started out with watching YouTube videos on how to draw, and I would just watch the videos and just sketch on a paper. What she was telling me to do is draw so cute. It's a funny name. But after that, I'm like, oh, I just kind of want to explore more. So I went on Pinterest and I just started looking at photos, and I just started drawing what I saw, and I'm like, oh, I can do that. That's pretty cool. So I started showing my parents, and they're like, oh, you traced that. And I'm like, I didn't. So
my wife draws a little bit, and she got into sketching. I just actually found her sketchbook, and her main thing she likes to draw is eyeballs.
Eyeballs?
Yeah, she loves drawing eyes for some reason. She's pretty good at it.
That's good. Eyes, I feel like eyes were kind of very hard for me to do. Eyes and lips, just because they have to be precise.
Right.
So I'm kind of good at drawing like cartoon characters.
Kermit. There we go.
They're Kermit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you post a picture of Eeyore on Twitter.
Oh yes.
Yeah, yes. I saw that one. And again, you've done our own artwork, so you can do computerized art too.
Yes, it just takes a lot more time. It did take a little bit to learn. I had to watch a lot of YouTube videos on how to do it, but eventually I got to it. I just kind of like doing it on paper more, just because I feel like I have more control with what I'm doing. But
yeah, I've never been good at drawing. I've tried several times. My wife has tried to teach me, and again, she's right there studying. If you can see her. Hello. She's studying again right now. That's for the stream to shout her out. But Yeah, she used to draw a lot when she had time, but now that she's a nurse, she doesn't have any time.
Yeah.
Yeah, she says she has no life. I mean, that's just basically what it's come down to. It's just her studying, working, and gymming. That's pretty much what all we do now.
Well, it'll be worth it in the end, though. She's gonna get the job that she wants.
True. What's your career choice?
I want to be a veterinarian.
Oh, okay.
I might just shoot for a vet tech because it's less years in school. um, but where I work now, I work at a dog boarding facility, and my boss has a lot of connections. And he had it where I got to shadow a veterinarian for a day, and I got to watch how he like cleans teeth and stuff. So that was it was a great
Oh, that's
experience.
awesome. Actually, one time I volunteered at an animal shelter, and I volunteered with a guy who had gotten community service because he was caught underage drinking. So his community service was to volunteer at an animal shelter. So I was like, you know what, screw it, I'll go with you. I don't have community service, but it sounds like fun.
Yeah. Did you have fun?
Of course. Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, when do you not have fun playing with puppies?
Yeah, that's basically my job. I get paid to play with them.
Yeah. So, why did you want to become a vet tech?
Well, I wanted to become a vet tech because the veterinarian is it's extra years in college. Also because veterinarians do mainly a lot of surgeries, and I have tremors. So I feel like that wouldn't be like the best job for me to do because my hands will be shaking a lot. And it's vet techs are kind of like similar to veterinarians. They just won't be doing like the serious stuff. And I have a lot of experience as a vet tech because I know how to administer medications and give vaccinations already, and I just know a lot about like animals in general. Well, dogs at the moment. Yeah.
Well, dogs specifically.
Yeah, I didn't know much dog breeds until I started working where I work. Like my boss, I had to bathe dogs for him because he was like a groomer until he got a main groomer, and he'd always tell me to get this certain breed from like one of the runs, and I'm just like, I don't know what breed you're talking about. So I eventually caught on to what different breeds.
Yeah, I don't know. I just know big dog, medium dog, small dog. That's the only breed I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I was normally a cat person. So where a cat's running around here somewhere, but I love cats. I don't know why, and I'm allergic to them too. I start breaking out. Yes, I break out in these red rashes. Oh, here he is. Hey, little cat, come here. Oh, never mind. He doesn't want me. But I start breaking out in this red rash on my face. But I still love them. I mean, it's only when I put my face right near them too. So if I take the cat and I like rub my face up on them, because I do, and that's to like show them love. That's when I break out and I get that, red dry area. Yeah.
I used to be a cat person until I started working where I work, and then I'm just like, oh my god, I love dogs. Let's talk about dogs constantly. There's this one cute dog at work. I became a dog person.
Yeah, oh my gosh. We decided one day out of the blue that it was going to be a good idea to get a dog. And we didn't think, we were like, you know what, we're going to get a puppy. We're going to get a small puppy and we're going to raise this thing. And so we did. Yeah. And oh my gosh, this man turned out to be a monster, but oh my god, I love him to death. His name's Stark. You've probably seen him on stream coming in and out. He's my boy, and I love him to death. I didn't think I was a dog person until I got him, but I'm still very much a cat person. Love them both.
Yeah, I feel like I sound weird saying this, but I feel like there's like a different love that you have for both animals. Like you have a certain love for a cat, and then you have a certain love for a dog. Like you just.
I mean, because cats themselves. Oh, you can see him jump. He's chilling right here, but cats. They have their own personalities. And they're more of a, I'm not going to fuck with you. You're not going to fuck with me. We're going to keep our distance. And when I want to deal with you, I'll come deal with you. But dogs require constant attention. And
Yeah.
you know, I've had to be able to provide that attention for him. And it was a struggle in the beginning when I didn't know how to do that. And so
Yeah.
I finally adapted, finally got used to it. Now I'm a dog dad. So,
Yes.
yes, I'm a dog dad. Do you draw any animal pictures?
I do. Let's see. I did do this thing for a local thing where they wanted a description. They said like a hound dog that's like a reporter or something. So I was surprised. I'm not really good at drawing dogs.
Oh, that looks good though. It's better than what I could do. I draw like a little oval with stick feet. I mean, for real, that's all I do. Oh, that's nice. And then you have okay, that reminds me of like a Lady and the Tramp kind of, you know, vibe. It's got a Lady and the Tramp vibe.
It's not as good as the dogs, but it's
Is that
something.
a cat? Oh, there it is with the photo taken. I like that. I like that. So do you get your inspiration to draw from anywhere? I mean, obviously, it's a cat photo, so... But, I mean, it was wearing a camera, so did you get any inspiration from something?
Well, that was part of the thing I did for my local humane society where I got my dog. They just gave out a description on what they want. But where I get my inspiration for my art is, I know it's bad, but I compare my art to other artists and I just like, oh, I want to try that. And I try it and then I end up liking it or I end up don't liking it. But I normally just go to Pinterest and I look at sketches that they do and I'm like, oh, let me try doing that. And it's kind of like what I do.
You know, I think comparing your own art to other people's art is, most people think it's a bad thing. But I think it's actually kind of a good thing and it's a natural thing that we all do. Mm-hmm. And I think it's a good way to compare yourself and be able to say, hey, I want to be at this level, but I'm right here. So how do I get here? Mm-hmm. So I know you said that you don't like doing it, it's a bad thing, but keep doing it. I mean, comparing yourself to other people's work is actually a good thing.
Yeah, it's just, I just got to remind myself not to get in that hole where I'm like, I won't be as good as this person, or I try so hard and I don't end up being in that position. And I think
that's the part that people get stuck on, is they forget that their own skill level is, you know, where it's at. And this other person is, you know, on a different skill level for a reason.
Because they spent years doing that. And
so, again, how long have you been drawing?
Since 2013, I think. I'm not sure.
2013. Oh, okay. So, 7 years. I forget it's 2020 now.
Yeah. We used to draw in our social studies class in middle school. We always had to, like, draw something for our daily things that we just learned about. Mm-hmm. And I'd always draw stick figures. So every time I compare my art to then, I'm like, oh, wow. I was really bad then.
Well, I mean, again, I can't draw at all. So anything other people can draw, even the slightest bit, is better than what I can do.
Yeah.
But...
Well, I'm sure you can draw.
With practice. Lots and lots of practice. Do you ever... So, one thing that... So, I have very vivid dreams. I have very, very, very vivid dreams. And sometimes they're really cool. And sometimes they're, like, really not. But I wish I could draw my dreams. That's the only reason why I wish I was an artist. So I could use the dreams as inspiration and then translate them into reality. Do you ever get anything like that? Like, have you ever had a dream and then try to draw it?
I normally just, like, write it down in my notes or something. But that's something I should try. But I normally forget what I dream about after, like, a few minutes because I try to think about it and then it just disappears. But that is so interesting. I want to try that.
You definitely should. Everybody dreams. Some people say they don't dream, but everybody dreams. You just got to train yourself to remember it. So if you could draw your own dreams, that's crazy. That's where it gets really fun.
Yeah. I'm down to try that.
Do you ever... So another thing, like, I have a weird imagination, which is why I'm weird in general, but if you close your eyes and
Mm-hmm.
try to cancel out all the noise that you hear around you or the noise in your head, sometimes you
Right.
can generate an image if you just let your brain kind of wander. And so I've done
Mm-hmm.
that too. And I wish I had this drawing. And it's this lady that's standing in a cave and she's overlooking like literally space and the universe. And that was like one of the very first pictures I ever drew. But I had Nikki draw it for me and I had to describe it to her. So that was like one of the inspirations I got from that.
Wow, that's cool.
It's my brain is weird. It's very weird.
Yeah, I wish I could do that.
You
I mean, I
can.
can cancel out noise. I could focus on something. I just can't really.
You definitely
Do it.
can. Like, try it right now. Like, if you close your eyes, maybe not on stream because there's like nerves and everything going on, but
Yeah.
when we're done with this, close your eyes and just kind of sit there, almost sort of like you're meditating, but not really. Like you're focusing on the darkness in your brain, and then an image will sort of generate itself, and you just kind of let your mind wander. That's how I get to sleep.
When I normally when I do that, I just see colors.
Well, that works too.
Like,
I mean,
orbs.
yeah, that works too. So when you do that, you can see like all these different colors. But for me, like they all morph together, and it's just really weird. It creates these like sometimes the images are really stupid, and then sometimes like 1 in a million the image is really good. I'm like, damn, that just kind of popped in my head. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Again, I wish I could draw, but I can't.
Yeah.
So.
It's cool to see what you
Yeah.
see.
But again, try that when we're done with the stream. It's definitely fun. Definitely fun.
I wonder what I'll see.
Probably a bunch of animals. Yeah.
Yeah, most likely.
So do you have any other creative hobbies?
Not really. I'm a really boring person.
I mean, but you spread positivity to everybody, so I wouldn't
guess that's
consider that very boring at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I just go to work and I come home and I draw.
What were you saying?
And I said I just go to work and I come home, and if I have time, I draw.
Okay.
Just something I like to do.
So are you going to school right now?
I am
You are
not.
not.
I am taking like a year off.
Smart. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, everyone's telling me that I shouldn't just because it'd be harder to get back into things. But I feel like after that online schooling, it was more complicated than it should have, and I just feel like a mental break, you know.
I hear you.
So
a lot of people. The problem is if you rush into something that you're not sure of, you waste more time trying to figure it out when you could have just taken your time in the first place to figure it out. So a lot of the times a break is really good. Like in your case, you're saying you're taking a year off and you need that mental break, and I'm all for it. Go for it. Because sometimes, especially with me, when you're doing something very mentally challenging like school, it becomes mentally exhausting, like you said.
Oh, yes.
Want to come join Bollywood dancing with me? We could get up and dance on stream. After our success, we can go invest in some houses and live out our lives in the strip club. Sounds like some GTA fantasy. I feel like I should go like own a strip club in GTA and ball out, wreck my car, and buy a new one. But
that does sound like something on the GTA.
It does. But yeah, definitely better in real life. I bet it is, buddy. I bet it is. But taking the time is A1 to figure it out for sure. Man, don't waste time.
Yeah.
Don't waste time. That's the worst thing you could do in life.
I think also why I'm taking a break is because I don't know. I just I kind of feel like what if I'm not smart enough for college, and I would have to be in college for quite a while, and that's also why I'm kind of waiting, because I don't know if I'm good enough for it.
Why would you not?
I don't know.
Well, with that mindset, you're not.
It's hard.
And if you have that mindset, you're not going to be good enough. You have to have the positive mindset. I mean,
Yeah.
if you tell, no, for real, I know that's some sappy advice, but if you're constantly telling yourself that you're not good enough, you're not going to ever be good enough. I mean, your brain
Right.
literally lives out your thoughts. So, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, if you want to go back to school, don't worry about, the not being gifted with intellect.
Right.
Like, I'm not gifted
Mm-hmm.
with intellect, but I can counteract that with hard work. I mean,
Right.
that's why I literally go to Starbucks every day. I kid you not. I'm at Starbucks every day doing God knows what, whether it's, trying to learn a new hobby or reading some article
Mm-hmm.
that I have. But, I
Yeah.
mean, my wife, again, is studying right now. we're not the smartest people, but we do work hard. So
Right.
she's she's smart. She's smart. Okay, she's smarter than me. I have to work to keep up with her. But
Right.
again, I mean, that's the best life advice I can give. Work hard.
Yeah.
Work hard.
I mean, I did well in high school, so I don't see why I wouldn't do well in college.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So I think it's just different because I will be, I don't know, I didn't have much help in high school. So I think that's what's going to make it harder in college, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but life in general, you don't have a lot of help.
That's
You
true.
gotta kind of be independent and figure it out yourself. I mean, I got lucky. I got lucky because I got that girl in the back to kind of push me when I'm not motivated. But, I mean, in general, I mean, you're kind of like a lone wolf attacking life. So,
Yeah.
there are no easier barriers. I hate to be sappy, but, like, that's I mean, that's
No, I
that
get
real
it.
shit, though.
Yeah.
So, yeah, do it. You got it. I believe in you. Spread positivity. Your arms are packing. Oh, flex a little for me. I ain't gonna flex though. But gosh, I just lost train of thought. Cause man, dang it, Isnet. Did I say that right? Isnet? Izanet? Did I say that right? I just lost my train of thought because I'm reading his words.
Ethernet.
Ethernet. I'm a terrible reader. Absolutely terrible.
Well, I saw something on Twitter that said you're not a real streamer if you haven't mispronounced half of your half of the chat's names.
I mispronounce simple words, Jordan. I do. I kid you not. So yeah, I can't read, Nikki. Thanks for telling stream. I appreciate it. I'm dyslexic. Oh my goodness. She said in my head I'm dyslexic. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. Okay, we're gonna stay with that. So what's the difference between Canada and the U.S.? Is it? I don't know. What is the difference? Do you have Do you have a funny joke to tell? I don't know. But while we're waiting on a response, not just curious.
Well, I heard people are nicer in Canada. I think it's cool.
Okay, that's it. Done. Game over. Stream's over. Good answer. We're done. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. No, that was funny. I heard they're nicer in Canada. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, everybody says they're sorry. Apparently, that's the running meme, the running joke. Where are you from? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm from Kansas.
Kansas. Oh wow.
Yeah, it's pretty boring.
Guy on the left,
Besides,
feel free to turn your cam of the girl is much prettier. I can do that. There you go. Bam bam. You're welcome. Feel free to turn your camera off. The girl on the left is much prettier. I appreciate that, buddy. I wasn't on here to be pretty, buddy.
don't put on the makeup.
Oh, I should. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have my wife just dazzle me up. It'll be fun.
That's something you should do for that charity stream that I was talking about.
Have my wife put on makeup for me.
Yeah, that'd be so funny.
Oh my gosh. She says a good charity idea would be to have you put on makeup for me. I'm sure she'd do it. I make a very pretty girl.
Honey, I've done it.
Yeah. I make a very pretty girl. He could probably turn into a woman with a wig. You're sexy too, mate, but not as... Oh, my goodness. Well, don't be shy, Jordan. Accept the compliments. There we go.
Well, thank
Yeah, there we go. I appreciate the sexy too, mate. I appreciate that. Actually, for Christmas, my uncle-in-law got me this. What is this called, Nikki?
Road ID.
That's a road ID because he says we're active, and he's pretty active himself. He's a law enforcement, and he got me this thing, and it has like all my contact information. Oh, the camera's not focusing, but at the bottom of it, it says I'm too sexy for my shirt. So.
Oh
I
my
like
gosh.
It's fun. It's fun for sure.
And also so that we don't like get lost and die.
Yeah, it's also for me not getting lost and dying. So.
That's
Yeah.
good.
All right. So, do you have any favorite movies?
My favorite movie is Baby Driver.
That's right. You told me that when we were doing the stream with my wife.
Yeah, and that's kind of weird because my family really wanted to watch it. I'm like, oh, it's about cars. It's not what I'm into, but I kind of like the romance side of it, and I'm like, oh, I kind of like this movie a lot. I'm glad I watched it.
Yeah, I still haven't seen it. Nikki says it's a great movie. You say it's a great movie.
What movie?
Baby Driver?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, she says she likes it. I still haven't
Yeah.
seen it. I've heard great things, and people have recommended it to me like 1,000 times.
Mhm.
I went into the movies like 30 minutes late, and I was confused as to what was happening. I haven't seen it. My favorite movie is definitely Interstellar. Like, hands
Oh, I haven't
down.
seen it.
It's a 3-hour movie, but it's so freaking good. I'm such a nerd when it comes to space. If I could go to space, I totally would. Yeah. Interstellar. That music was crazy. I'm Harry, and I'm from England, by the way. Lovely to meet you. Oh, well, thank you, Harry. Appreciate it. Got a viewer all the way from England, man.
That's awesome. I love your accent.
Maybe we'll have to get you on stream just to have you say your accents, you know?
Yes.
Oh, speaking of accents, have you seen the new trailer for Gun Akimbo with Daniel Radcliffe?
No.
His English accent is so weird.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm
God.
so used to hearing him with a British accent or like, you know, his own accent from Harry Potter. I mean, obviously that's what he's known for.
Yeah.
But I can still hear him with this British Harry Potter accent. It's so... Go watch the trailer, guys. It is so weird. So weird to hear him
Oh.
with an American accent. It's not a bad thing. It's just weird. I've never heard it.
Yeah. Right.
But $10 a minute though. What? Okay, deal. Just to have you on, it'll be $10 a minute. I've never heard of the plot before as well. Yeah, it's my wife. Gun Akimbo was a anime?
I thought it was.
I don't think so. But yeah. So we're closing in on the end of the stream. Do you have anything else you want to kind of say to our gorgeous audience that's sitting here complimenting you?
I don't know what to say. Do you have anything to say to them?
Follow her on Twitter, guys. If you want to put your Twitter information in the account, she loves to spread positivity. She does great artwork. If you're a local streamer, just let her know.
Yeah, I'll stop by and drop some yellow hearts.
Drop the yellow hearts. The yellow heart movement started by our girl Fandomdrawxs. So
Yeah.
again, everybody, if you're new to the channel, make sure you drop a like and a follow. Appreciate it. We go live every Tuesday and Thursday. We're switching up our stream schedule. So instead of being at 11:30 in the morning Eastern time, we are now 7:30 p.m. at night, and I forgot to put the Eastern time up there on the screen where it's at right now. But make sure you guys it's getting late. It's getting real late. Drop a like and a follow, guys, and I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for stopping by. You know it's good for men to cry sometimes, lads. Oh, every day, man. I cry every day. Is The Maladorian a good show? Have you watched that?
Mandalorian. Oh, I
butchered
haven't
that.
watched it. I only know of Baby Yoda.
I haven't watched.
I only watched Guardians of the Galaxy just to watch Baby Groot, so I might watch Mandalorian just for Baby Yoda.
I mean, why not? Everybody seems to think it's like this new wave. Baby Yoda. Did you ever see the new, I guess, sequels to Star Wars?
I have seen the latest Star Wars. I watched it for the very first Star Wars, the movie series. That was the only movie that I watched, and I thought it was pretty
Really?
good. Didn't know what was happening, but it was good.
Yeah, so I've watched I think every Star Wars except the last one. I like the stars on your chairs. Oh, thank you, buddy. It's the American flag. But yeah, I have seen every Star Wars except I urge you to open your chest and check if your heart is in there. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, you guys are distracting me. Yes, I need something to cry to. Oh. Watch Your Lie in April. Is that what it is?
Yep.
Your Lie in April. Anime, great show, but man, you're going to cry. You will cry. You will cry. Watch what the You Watch Anime? Am I having a stroke or am I reading that right?
No, you read
Okay,
that
cool.
right.
I've seen all the Star Wars. Just watched the latest one last week. I still haven't seen the latest one. I still haven't seen it at all. I don't really have any intention to see it.
Is it the last one?
Yeah. I mean, besides the show. I mean, I didn't like. What was it? Return of Skywalker? Or,
Rise. No, it's
what's the second one?
Last Jedi.
Last Jedi. I didn't like that one.
This one's Rise of Skywalker.
I didn't like it at all. It didn't make any sense to me plot wise. It's either you think it's great or dog shit. Yeah, I mean, people can like it. I love Star Wars. I love the original before it became like super hype train and everything like that, and you know, mainstream kind of ruined it. But I used to watch the prequels with my grandma. That was our thing. We would go watch that, and we'd watch that and Lord of the Rings. That shit was my jam.
Oh, so cool.
That shit was my jam. Well, again, thanks, guys, for dropping by. We'll be live again Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you guys drop a like and a follow on this channel. Then follow us on Twitch. Not Twitch, Twitter. Oh, my gosh. I'm telling you, it's getting late. It's getting late. This is what happens to my brain as it gets late. I just can't pronounce any words. I can't read right. It's just my speech becomes dyslexic. So there's going to be an Obi-Wan movie that shows what he was doing between Revenge of the Sith and New Hope. Well, I need to watch that, Harry. Yeah, definitely for sure. All right, guys. We'll see you guys Thursday. Thank you, Jordan, for coming on the podcast. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for
You're
having
a lovely person. Spread the positivity. I will stay on after I end this, okay? Okay. Bye, guys. Thank you so much. Drop a like and a follow, please.